Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the lemoncast. And I actually have a guest with me. He is a retro wolf. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. How about you?
I'm doing all right. Is there anything you would like to plug?
Yeah, sure. My YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/RetroWolf88. If you like retro games, modern games, seeing other people's collections, collection videos, I've got a lot of cool content on there that you may enjoy. If you like the GameCube, I have a lot of GameCube related content. As a matter of fact, the next after today's video, the next two videos are going to be GameCube related. One of them will be a hidden gems video, and one of them will be a video about Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah. So if you don't know, he basically collected all the Black Label games for the GameCube, and that is a really huge collection. Now, the first kind of question I want to ask is like how well. I'm sorry if this sounds kind of like wrong or anything like that, but how many GameCube games do you like actually play, and which are there just for like the collection?
Yeah, well, I mean, just like with any system, there's a lot of games on the GameCube that I'll probably never play. Like, for example, I don't really like sports games, so I'll probably never touch any of the sports games. I do like arcade sports games, so I'll probably play those. But no, I actually play a lot of the games, man, because I grew up playing the GameCube. I got it for Christmas back when it first came out, and I got Luigi's Mansion. That was my first game. And from there, I went on to, over the years, accumulate about 60 games. And so I played a lot of games back in the day, and even now I still play a lot of games for the GameCube because I've got my GameCube Gallery series where I'm trying to cover most of the GameCube library one game at a time. So yeah, I'd play the hell out of it.
Yeah, man, same here myself. I actually grew up with the GameCube. I had a lot I had a small amount of games growing up. Like I had Sonic Adventure 2, Battle, and all that. And it's weird. So some of the GameCube games in your collection are like kind of expensive. Like how did you really just go about getting the expensive games like Metroid Prime and Zelda Wind Waker?
The combo pack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got lucky in a few of the rare and expensive games I found out in the wild, but only a few. It got to the point to where I knew that if I wanted to complete the collection sooner rather than a couple of years from now, I was going to have to go ahead and bite the bullet and buy some of the expensive games on eBay. But I would only buy them if it was a good deal. So, I wouldn't just jump on the first thing that I saw. I would look for good deals. But also, some of the expensive games that I got from fellow collectors on Instagram that hooked me up with a really good deal. So, but unfortunately, only a few of them I actually found out in the wild. One of which was Go Go Hyper Grind. I found in a retail retro game store for $5, and I couldn't believe that, man. That was probably one of my best finds because that's a pretty expensive game.
Yeah, definitely. And it's weird too. So I guess like for the people that's really like watching this or whatever. So when you collect games or whatever, you're supposed to like find them or whatever, and it's weird. Like when you find a good game or like a good hidden gem, it's kind of cool, because you got to think about it, right? The GameCube released in like 2001, so if you could find a good, GameCube game at like a Goodwill or a Target or something like that, then that would be kind of dope. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. So just, just saying, like the GameCube collection is really dope. But besides that, your collection is also kind of cool as well. I've actually seen your room sort of with like all the Switch games,
Hmm.
Genesis, all that. Yeah, it's some pretty dope games.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I mean, it's collecting is a lot of fun, man. I'm very passionate about it. It's going out to flea markets and finding this stuff out in the wild. It's a rush, man. There's nothing like it. Unfortunately, here lately, I've had to slow down quite a bit on the collection just due to some financial problems and now this virus going on. So here lately, my collection has slowed to a crawl, but eventually I plan on picking it back up again once things get back to normal.
Yeah, man, it's same here. Once this lockdown kind of started, I I've been stuck playing all the games I've had recently. I can't I can't wait for this lockdown to end because I want to pick up some dope shit for the original Xbox and PS2.
Oh yeah, man. There's a ton of awesome games for both of those consoles.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Me myself recently, I've been addicted to the original Xbox. Like for example, Halo or
Hmm.
the or kind of like the exclusive games for the original Xbox, like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2X or whatever. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Xbox had a lot of really good exclusives that didn't hit any other console.
yeah, and I mean, like I said before, this is all just kind of dope because the thing you got to realize is like most of these consoles, some of it, well, yeah, I'd say some of us like grew up with this. Like me and you, we grew up with the GameCube.
Mm.
I have certain memories with the Xbox and the PS2. So yeah, I'd say collecting is kind of like I don't know, a good thing, I guess. Brings you back to a nostalgic feeling. Collect games you used to play as a kid or whatever.
Yeah, man. You know what? And I say this to a lot of people. I think it's very important, especially the older that we get. I think it's very important for us to stay connected to our childhood because I think it helps keep us happier and helps us not age as fast. So for me, and it sounds like you too, collecting all these retro games that we played when we were a kid, it can not only does it help us connect to our childhood, but also it's still fun as hell, even as an adult. You know what I mean? So it's not
Oh
like,
yeah, most definitely.
yeah, yeah, it's a lot different than, like toy collectors, which, collecting toys is cool and everything. But I mean, let's be real. You're not really going to be playing with them. They're just going to be sitting on a shelf. Whereas collecting video
Yeah,
games, you can still go back and play those and have a blast.
yeah, man. And I mean, again, it's just overall dope. The thing is, like this, like we all say, it helps us stay connected to our childhood, and it helps us like link up with like other people.
Hmm.
Like there's this game I used to play as a kid called SSX Tricky. I've always wanted to beat that game growing up. Now that I've actually collected it today and I actually beat the game, it kind of I can't really explain the feeling, but like when you beat a game that you got frustrated with like as a kid, it's a good feeling.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, I've experienced that. I've experienced that actually recently with some games. So yeah, I know what you mean, man. It really is a good feeling.
Yeah. Um. Well, sorry for this short podcast, but I actually had to go in a few minutes. But is there anything else you would like to say?
Uh, Not right now. What else you got for me?
Um. Nothing. That's really it for right now. Just wanted to get you on, talk about your GameCube collection a little bit, just overall talk about retro gaming. So I guess, yeah, go check out his YouTube and anything else you want to say?
Yeah, actually, you know what? There is something else I would like to say. Um, People respect other people's opinions about video games. If somebody likes a game that you don't like, don't freaking bash them about it because that's just there's no reason to. Everybody likes different stuff. People are entitled to like whatever the hell they want, and if you don't like it, there's no reason to try to bring them down for something that they like. That kind of stuff really pisses me off. So just don't do that. There's no reason to do that.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. You know, it's I don't mean to bring it. I don't mean to keep on bringing it back to the past or whatever. But like that just seems like some childish shit or whatever. You know what I mean? Like let's just say somebody likes the Grand Theft Auto series and you like true crime. Don't bash somebody for liking the Grand Theft Auto series. You know what I mean? We all have our own opinions. We all like our own things. We don't have to disrespect anybody for liking any other series or anything like that.
Exactly. Unfortunately, I feel like I'm wasting my breath because people are gonna still do it anyways.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
definitely.
and I would say to the people out there that are on the other end of it, and you're getting bashed by somebody for something you like, just ignore them. Don't pay them any attention. Completely ignore them and just continue to like what you like. Don't even engage with them because it's not worth it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, sorry it ended on kind of like a weird note, but thank you for being a part of the podcast, man. I seriously appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Let me know when it goes up, and I'll do some advertising for it. And I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, no problem. See you guys later.